We've got two big topics to discuss in the Lakers report by Chat Sports. I'm Allie Barefoot, a host here at Chat Sports. We're going to get into some latest injury news for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got some big matchups coming up with the rest of the regular season, about 7 games left in the regular season. I can't believe it, but play-in is almost here. So there's a big matchup on Thursday, which has nothing to do with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the Warriors versus the Rockets. Who will the Lakers play in the play-in? Well, that matchup could actually determine who they will see in the postseason. So, like I said, we're going to talk about injury news first. Let's go on ahead and jump into it. Jared Vanderbilt, as you guys know, he hasn't played since February with a foot injury. He has been ramping up conditioning. Darvin Hams did come out saying that they don't want to rush anything. They just want to make sure they're taking every single step to ensure that Vanderbilt is good to go whenever he does decide to step back on the court. But the big question is, will he step back on the court? There is some speculation that maybe Jared Vanderbilt won't be ready to go by the NBA regular season, especially if the Lakers play in the play-in tournament. If they make it past the play-in tournament round, go into the playoffs, what will it look like for Jared and the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, if you look at what he's done so far this season, he's had a lot of good stats defensively, cleaning the glass, about 5 rebounds per game, about 6 points per game. It's not too bad. 51% from the field, I'll take that. We're not going to talk about the three-point shooting right now. Obviously, Jared is not known for his three-point shooting here, 29.6%, the 29 games that he has played this year. So overall, not bad stats when you've been dealing with an injury and you have missed the last 2 months of the NBA regular season. But I want to focus defensively here. The Lakers are ranked 15th in the NBA's defensive ratings right now, which is right there, dead smack in the middle. But what Jared can help defensively-wise, he's a great, versatile wing defender. I love how he defends on the perimeter especially. No, he doesn't rebound every single time, which you can't really with Anthony Davis there, but he's constantly blocking out. And even when that opponent does pass by him on the perimeter, you got AD right there behind him who is able to defend that opponent if Jared can't get up there. But nonetheless, he provides a lot of excellence when it comes to the other side of the ball that has been lacking on the Los Angeles Lakers without Jared on there. So if he's not back for the regular season, will he even make it for the postseason? If the Lakers make it past the play-in round, will he be back at all in 2024? That is my question here to you guys. Do you think Vanderbilt is going to return this season? It's super easy. All you guys have to do is type Y for yes, type N for no down below if you think we will see him play for the Los Angeles Lakers again this year. Another player that we are watching closely in injury news, of course, is going to be Gabe Vincent. He returned from his knee injury to play 14 minutes against the Nets on Sunday, which he didn't do great. He didn't do bad. He did exactly what you thought he was going to do, ramping back up from that knee injury. Of course, he did drain the fluid from his knee. He has been getting a little bit back into the shape that he was. He did not play against the Raptors on Tuesday, but he should be available tonight versus the Wizards. That's the good news, is that Gabe Vincent, even though Jared may not be back in time for the rest of the regular season, Gabe Vincent is easing back into the starting lineup, which, as you can see, the Lakers are right now number 9th in the Western Conference standings, with the Warriors, who are a 5-game win streak, creeping back up. So to have somebody like Gabe Vincent to run your backcourt is going to be a huge addition for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Gabe Vincent kind of said the same thing that Jared Vanderbilt's going through right now. He's like, I'm not going to step back on this court if I don't 110% know that I can help my team win, and I'm not going to be a liability. So he's also taking those steps to ensure that he is fully recovered from his injury, but he's got a small timetable to do that, especially when he's been putting up about the same points per game as somebody like Jared Vanderbilt. 5.4, 1 rebound per game, 3 assists, which would go a long way in the backcourt for the Lakers, and shooting about 38% right now from the field. This could be crucial for the play-in, especially if you have to go up against somebody like the Rockets or the Warriors, who have a pretty dominant backcourt when it comes to Jalen Green and Steph Curry. So to have somebody like Gabe Vincent be back in your lineup could be make or break for the Los Angeles Lakers, who are trying to make it into round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about here coming up on the back half of the show. You're not going to want to miss it, because it could be make or break for the Los Angeles Lakers season. Could they face the Houston Rockets or the Golden State Warriors? Stay tuned for that. But until we get there, I do want to tell you guys about a sponsor here on the Lakers Report. Of course, that's going to be Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America right now. I'm playing it. Producer Tex is playing it right now. And look, I know the football season may be over, but it is the hottest time in college basketball and the NBA right now. Men and women's Final Four tournament in the NCAA, along with a lot of NBA teams who are trying to get that play-in spot, last-minute rankings. Now's the time to take advantage of Prize Picks and all of their promotions. As you guys can see, I play Prize Picks every single day, and I actually made a more or less pick on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark the other day in the Iowa versus LSU game. All I had to do was win minimum of $5. I did that, so they gave me a free entry, a Flex 4 pick to win up to $25. So I took Delano Banton to have more than 20.5 points going up against Charlotte, Jaylen Brown to have less than 6 rebounds going up against Chet Holmgren, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, Yusuf Nurkic to have just 1 dunk, and then Tyrese Halliburton and Mikal Bridges to have a combined 5.5 3-pointers made. These are my Prize Picks. You guys can go ahead and make your own. Just go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, an enormous selection of players and stat types. That's what makes Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Pick more, pick less. It is truly that easy. I'm just going to start this off asking your opinion. Who would you rather play? The Houston Rockets with Jalen Green, who has been going stupid since the All-Star break, or, of course, the familiar foe, the Golden State Warriors. Type GSW, type HOU if you want Houston or the Warriors, but you got to be realistic here. I love Steph Curry and LeBron James matchups, and unfortunately, we don't know how many more we're going to get. So in terms of actually watching, not as a fan of the game, not as a fan of the Lakers, I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors. But because you want the Lakers to win this one, I'd rather face Houston. I think that as of right now, Ime Udoka and Jalen Green are running the board when it comes to the bottom half of the Western Conference. But I don't know how much longer they can go, especially when they don't have a playmaker, the way that Steph Curry is. When you look at what Steph's also done since the All-Star break, primarily the stats in March, 30 points a game. He's also averaging about 6 assists, 5.7 boards per game, and shooting 37% from the three-point line. This is not anything new to Los Angeles Lakers fans, as we know Steph Curry can do this night in and night out. Plus, the Warriors are getting pretty hot right now, too. They haven't been playing with Jonathan Kuminga in the last 4 games, but he is expected to play tomorrow night versus the Houston Rockets and Dillon Brooks. So, with that being said, they are on a 5-game win streak right now, where the Rockets just snapped their 10-game win streak when they did play the Dallas Mavericks. So the Warriors have the upper hand in terms of the longest active win streak in the NBA right now. Could they possibly bring this into the Toyota Center to beat the Houston Rockets and just pretty much end all of their play-in hopes? I do believe right now the Warriors are 2, maybe 3 games ahead of the Houston Rockets, who are currently in 11th. But they're only about 2 or 3 games behind the Los Angeles Lakers right now in 9th place. Rockets are actually 3 games back. So they do need this win. And I think it will be a fight until the end. Let's do hope that is actually metaphorically. We hope there is no Draymond Green fight in this one, but no promises. So with the Rockets being 3 games back, if they beat the Warriors and end up being 2 games back, that could be a huge jump for Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets in order to make it in the play-in. But we do know that the Warriors still have more resources than just Steph Curry. Draymond Green has been having a phenomenal few games since he was last ejected a couple games ago. So what Draymond Green has done defensively has put the Warriors back into the play-in contention, and he's also adding some fuel to the fire, which we all know is what Draymond Green does. I will admit, though, Tari Eason of the Houston Rockets clapped first, and you know Draymond Green's not gonna not clap back. Well, on his Draymond Green show, he did say tomorrow will be an opportunity to end their season, their playoff hopes. Tari Eason came on his Instagram story a couple days ago saying, "Warriors, come out to play." Tari Eason, you have not played pretty much this entire year. Draymond Green then responded and said, "The Rockets are coming out to play." Tomorrow is going to be a movie, and it really does matter to Los Angeles Lakers fans what happens tomorrow, because if the Warriors win, that is probably almost a guaranteed play-in game right there. Golden State versus the Los Angeles Lakers. So I already asked you guys, who do you want to face in the play-in tournament? You can type that down below. HOU for the Rockets, GSW for the Warriors. And while you're at it, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me, because if anything happens with that game or anything Los Angeles, you know what I mean. the Lakers. We're going to have it right here for free. So just hit that sub button for me.